Hi guys, I'm just going to go through this particular hand. It brings up quite a few points, defensive methods, leads, declare play, that kind of stuff. So let's, I suppose, a quick look at the auction and see what proceeded. So North opens a club, 6-5, so I suppose fair enough. Don't really have the values to reverse, so I suppose technically speaking they should really open a heart and then come back clubs. Anyway, one club, pass, one diamond from south, one spade over a call, two hearts reverse, two spades, south now bids 2-0 trump. Again, you'd need some discussion about this. A lot of people would play, this is reversed, so they would play 2-0 trump here as a weak sort of sign-off. So in other words, if it's a relay, partner would bid 3 clubs, you either pass or bid 3 diamonds or whatever it is that you want to do. So then it goes pass by west. North now should really bid 3 hearts to show the 6-5 shape. I mean, if you're going to reverse, you might as well keep going. Chickened out, bid 3 clubs, pass. Then south here, again, they've shown the stopper, so they should probably bid 3 hearts, just on the off chance that maybe a Moisian 4-3 fit is better, or in fact the partner has a hand like this. But they bid 3-0 trump. So that's fair enough. Okay, so west is going to lead the obvious king of spades, because you've overcalled and your partner supports spades. So they lead the spade to king. Now east-west are actually playing king for unblock here. Okay, so this would work rather well in this particular situation. Okay, so king, east throws away the jack, and then west continues with the queen and sets up the suit and still has the a diamond stopper, or more importantly, east has the king of clubs to bang through a fourth spade. So this contract should go down. Okay, but east forgot. East forgot they were playing king for unblock. They thought they were playing king for count, and they played the 7 of spades, showing an even number. Okay, so west is now over here and thinks that south has ace jack x of spades, so it doesn't want to continue with spade. So they switch to the king of diamonds. East plays the 7, showing a normal count. Okay, so high-low, normal count. This doesn't really help west because he doesn't know where the jack is. He doesn't know to continue or not. So switches to the 4 of hearts, desperately looking for an entry in east's hand other than the king of clubs to try and fire back the spade. Okay, so I suppose a few things about this. Okay, so let's have a look at the combinations here down below. Okay, so as jack or king for unblock works great here, right? Because you happen to have 9 spades between you, and once jack goes, you can set them up by force here. Okay, but this doesn't have to be the case. I mean, east doesn't have to have 4 spades for 2 spade bid here. They could have had jack XX. Okay, so now it's not so great, right? King for unblock, you throw away the jack, and now suddenly your ace 8 is starting to grow up, queen of spades, and you can just duck that. And now you've got the ace 8 sitting over the 10 small. Okay, so not great here. And even if east spades are stronger, king of spades, jack unblock, queen of spades, you've got to unblock the 8, because if you don't unblock the 8, then what's going to happen is that declare can hit that, and now the spade's blocked. And if you unblock the 8, then declare, if you're watching the pips, can again duck, and now he's got ace 7 sitting over the 10x yet again. So, in my humble opinion, king looking for unblock is not the greatest convention ever. Okay. Now, if you don't have this particular holding here, such as king 10xx, a lot of people will recommend leading small. Now again, I disagree. If you have overcalled and partner has supported, then you should lead the top one. Because if you lead small, then you could have this situation here, disastrous, or you could have this situation here, disastrous. Okay, so you should lead the top spade, and in a lot of cases that's going to be the correct. Now, admittedly, if it hasn't been supported, if your suit hasn't been supported and you're kind of just leading this suit and you haven't actually mentioned it in the auction, then maybe small is the right card. Okay, it's a bit of a toss-up. Okay. Now, when you're declaring or when you're defending, okay, when dummy comes down, stop. Okay, you don't do anything. You look at dummy and you start making a plan to try and knock it, and as a declare, as a plan to try and make it. Okay, so in this case here, okay, so here's our hand. Okay, so when this dummy comes down, you can see that this club suit is extremely dangerous. So if declarer has the king of clubs, they're looking at 7 tricks, and surely 2 tricks outside of clubs is completely feasible. So if South is the king of clubs, the chances of beating this contract is pretty much 0. So you must place the king of clubs with your partner. So that's the first thing. Okay, so on the king of spades, lead partner forgets, so they've denied the jack of spades, so it looks like the declarer has ace jack x of spades. Okay, the king of diamonds fetches the 7. Okay, so this looks like count. Again, not much use to you because you don't know where the jack is. Okay, I mean, you're pretty sure the South is the ace of diamonds, but where's the jack of diamonds? Okay, so now you're kind of, you know, assuming that the declarer has ace jack x of spades, ace jack x of diamonds, and he must have the jack of hearts. He can't have the king of hearts because he doesn't have enough points. If he had the king of hearts, he wouldn't be bidding 2-0 trump, he'd bid 3-0 trump, okay, because he's got an opening bid. Okay, so of all the possible hands that South could have, we're playing declare specifically for this particular holding, right? So in other words, 5 specific cards. Okay, now as anybody knows in bridge, if you start trying to place partner or declare with, you know, a certain number of specific cards, the odds of this actually being true is way, way, way down there. Okay, this is way against the odds, let's put it that way. Okay, so this is what I would, this is a fairly common signaling method, okay, but a little twist. Okay, so ace for attitude or queen for attitude, king for count. I mean, that's fairly standard. A lot of people play that, okay. Now, where I diverge, okay, is that the attitude is shown by odd even. It's not shown by a normal high card is encouraging, or if you're playing it upside down, low card is encouraging. Okay, so what I play here is an odd card is I like the suit you've led, an even card is I don't like the suit you've led. Okay. So on the above hand, here it is here, I would have led the queen of spades, looking for attitude. My partner then would then play an odd card saying, yes, okay, I have the jack. Or if you're really lucky, you might have the ace, okay, but the point is it's encouraging, okay, and it's completely unambiguous, okay. There's nothing the declarer can play to kind of muddle this particular signal. An odd card is an odd card, it's encouraging, that's it, end of story, okay, it doesn't matter what set plays. Okay, and similarly speaking, if East here has, say, 10-4, they play an even card, and again, it doesn't matter what card South plays, an even card is discouraging, end of story. Okay, and this works pretty well. Okay, now it's not 100% perfect. Okay, because I mean, what happens if you've got all odd cards or all even cards? Okay, well, I mean, there's no signaling system which is perfect. If there was, all the players would be playing it. Okay, so in this situation, if you have all odd or all even, and you want to signal the opposite, basically, then what you should do is just play count. Okay. So similarly, even on the king of spades, let's say partner plays a 4, saying I don't have the jack, you now play the queen of diamonds, saying again attitude, right? Do you have the jack or the ace? Partner will now play an odd card, saying yes, I do. Okay, so now you know it's completely safe to continue with the king and the 10. Okay. So to be honest with you, in my experience, this particular, I suppose, signaling or defensive method is A, it's very, very easy, and B, it's very robust. And the only time it really breaks down is when you don't have an odd or an even card to signal the attitude that you want. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to talk about? Oh yes, from the declarer point of view. Okay. So let's go back up here just for a second. Okay, so king of spades, partner didn't unblock the jack. So now West is assuming that South has ace jack x, and switches to the king of diamonds, small, small, and declarer ducks. Terrible, terrible. Okay, you've got a long diamond stopper here. Okay, or you also might have some sort of blockage, like in this case here. The only time that hitting the king is wrong is when it's king queen small, and this person over here has jack 10-4. Okay, in which case you couldn't make your contract in the first place. Okay, so I mean, once they switch, you grab that chance really quickly, whack the ace, finesse the club, and now you're laughing. A spade back, it doesn't matter. A diamond back, well, as I said, you know, unless it's jack 10xx and you place a small one back, that's the only time you're going down. So just be careful. Don't suffer from duckitis, as they would say. Okay, thank you very much.